Now we have to see a lesson from biological unit, lesson number 19, plant physiology. Physiology, that is the internal function of all the plants, is known as what? Physiology. We know what are the differences between plants and the animal. From the lower classes, this is the question. When you are in lower class, we have to say they move from place to place. Which one? Animal. Plants cannot move. That is the earlier statement. In fact, plants also can move. Plants also can move. They cannot move like animals entirely. They can show some movement within the part of the plant, within their parts. Okay, so now we have to see what kind of movement we can see. We have to see in this lesson. What kind of movement? For example, you see, touch me not, mimosa. That is when the human beings go near that, it feels the sensation and immediately it closes its leaves. That is mimosa pudica, otherwise known as what? I said already, for all the plants and animal, they are binomial nomenclature. It has two names. The first one is genus name, other one is species name. Genus name begins with capital and species name begins with small letter. Clear? So here, mimosa pudica, it is the biological name of the touch-me-not plant. When the human beings approach near that, they no need to touch. Even when they go near that also, it will immediately closes its leaves. So this is an example that shows the movement towards the approach of the human beings. The same like sunflower. They always grow towards the east from where the sun appears. So that's why it got the name sunflower. These are the example. The plants also can show the movement. That is, one particular part of the plants can show the movement. Either it may be the movement of root, movement of stem, movement of leaf. So movement of feel when we touch the thing, that is stigmatism, that we have to see in this lesson detail. Clear, children? What's the biological name of touch-me-not plant? Mimosa pudica. Mimosa pudica. The spellings and all you should go through properly. This is small p. So this is genus name that begins in caps. This is species. This begins in small letter. So generally it's known as touch-me-not. That only the science student, those who are studying the biology, they know mimosa pudica means that is touch-me-not plant. But other people, those who are not learned, our parents have learned no doubt, but they know only touch-me-not plant. In Tamil we have to say Totta Suringi. That is when you go near that, you no need to touch, it will close its thing. The same like sunflower, what's Helianthus anus. This is sunflower. So, touch-me-not plant, here what kind of movement you have seen? The leaves, the plants remaining as it is, the leaves alone show the movement. Helianthus anus, the stem that grows towards the sun, it shows the stem, shows the movement. Like that, the particular part shows the movement is known as tropism. We have to say what are the things. So, they answered according to the external stimuli. Stimuli means what? Stimuli means what? Sensation. According to the external stimuli, they show some variation in the body structure. That is known as what? Tropism. So, now we have to say how tropism means movement. It doesn't mean the entire organism is moved. Only the particular, any part of the plant can move. That is known as tropism. So, what is tropism? Underline, that is 2 mark answer. Tropism is unidirectional movement of a whole or part of a plant towards the direction of stimuli. From which direction it gets the stimuli, towards the direction it will act. From the east direction, the sunflower gets the light, so it grows towards that. That is known as unidirectional. Tropism is unidirectional movement of a whole plant or part of the plant towards the direction of stimuli. From which direction it comes according to that. Clear? There are 4 types of tropism. What are the tropism? Now we got the definition for a tropism. Now what are the kinds of tropism we have to see? What are the types of tropism? First one is phototropism. Second one is geotropism. And the third one is thigmotropism. And the fourth one is chemotropism. This is a short lesson only. So tropism, it is a unidirectional movement we have seen already. What are the type of tropism? Four type of tropism. Phototropism, geotropism, thigmotropism and chemotropism. Photo means what? Sun. That is, the plant grow towards the sunlight. That movement is known as phototropism. Example, what I say? Sunflower. That is, sunflower shoot of the plant. Which part of the plant grow towards the sun? Shoot. Shoot means what? Stem. Clear. Next we have to go geotropism. Geo, geography, geology. That is, studying of soil is known as geology. Studying of earth is known as geography. So geo means below the soil. So that is the root of all the plants grows towards the root system. That is geotropism. Clear. Thigmotropism, that is movement of the part due to touch. When we touch, it closes. For else, what I said? Mimosa as well. We can say climbing beans. Climbing vines. That when we touch, we make the plants to climb. That is climbing vines. Chemotropism, due to chemical substance present in the plant, they can show the tropism, that is chemotropism. For example, pollen grain, that is the male part of the flower, attracted towards gynoecium, that is female part. This is known as what? Chemotropism, chemical. So, movement of the part of the plant responds to chemicals. Example, pollen grain grows towards the sugar present in the stigma. Stigma is the female part of the flower and pollen grain is male part of the flower. So, clear children. So, there are four kinds of tropism: photo, geo, thigmo and chemotropism. So, if it is grow towards the sunlight, that is positive. It is grow towards the root, it is negative. Negative phototropism. Next, we have to see type of tropism we have seen. Now, we have to see Nastic movement. What movement? Nastic. Let us see what is Nastic movements. That is, tropism you say unidirectional. That is towards the direction. This is unidirectional. This is Nastic movement, non-directional. There is no particular direction. Clear? Non-directional. For example, you see, here also there are four kinds of things, the same like photonasty, thigmonasty, thermonasty. There are three kinds of Nastic movements. What are the Nastic movement? We'll see now. Photonasty, thigmonasty, and the third one is thermonasty. Now let us see what is the photonasty. Photonasty, photo means what? Sun. Movement of the part of a plant in response to light. So this is any part of the plant respond towards the light is known as photonasty. but it doesn't show the direction. So because of the sunlight, they grow. For example, we can say Taraxum officinae, they blow, that is the flowers bloom only in the morning, not in the afternoon. It never shows the direction of sun. Because of the sunlight, it started to bloom. Bloom means what? A bud which opens the petals is known as blooming. Okay, that you can see. The same like some of the plants, even in our school campus, you can see 5 o'clock plant. That is morning, you cannot say that till 5 o'clock. After correctly at 5 o'clock only, it will blossom. That near our campus, where the thing, our correspondence steps are the room steps. That said, you can see exactly at 5 o'clock, it starts to bloom. It started to blossom. That is known as what? Photosynthesis. That is particular time, particular thing. There is no direction. Clear? Next one is thigmonasty, movement of a plant in response to touch. Because of touching they move. I said already, that is Mimosa pudica. That is touch me not plant we say. And thermonasty, movement of a part of the plant is associated with the changes in temperature. According to temperatures, thermo means what? Temperature. According to temperature, they will change the movement. This is known as thermonasty. Example, tulip flowers. You cannot see, I don't know whether we've seen in India or not. The tulip flowers is famous. They bloom only when the temperature increases. When the low temperature, when the temperature is very cloudy, that time and all it cannot bloom. But when the temperature goes to certain limit, it blooms. This is known as temperature increases. Whenever the temperature increases, the flowers started to bloom. So this kind of flowers, this kind of movement is known as thermonasty. Now we have seen two kinds of movement. One is tropism, that is unidirectional, and Nastic movement, that is non-directional. Let us see what are the differences between two. That may be 2 mark question. That may be 2 mark question. Unidirectional response to stimulus. Which one? Traffic movement. It shows the direction. Here, non-directional response to the stimulus. Growth dependent movement. This is growth independent movement. Dependent. Dependent means under the control. This is independent. It can grow as it likes. More or less permanent and irreversible. Irreversible means what? Cannot be getting back. This is temporary and reversible. Found in all the plants. Which one? Traffic movements. But Nastic movement found only in few specialized plants, only in particular species. Slow action, this is immediate action. So if it is 5 mark question, you have to write all the 5 points. If it is 2 mark, you have to write any 3 points. Clear, children? Now we have seen the movement of the plants, that is towards unidirectional, directional. Now we have to see photosynthesis. We would have studied from lower classes what is photosynthesis, even in the higher classes also. Photo means what? Sunlight. In presence of sunlight, by using other chemicals, plants prepare its own food. Synthesize, combination. So this is known as photosynthesis. So what are the things necessary for that? That is green color pigment, chlorophyll from the plant, carbon dioxide, water, sunlight from the atmosphere. They all react together and form starch. That is the food of the food material of the plant. The preparation of this starch is known as photosynthesis. In short, we can represent by an equation. So that may be 2 mark question. What is the equation represent? Write the equation which represents photosynthesis. So what you have to write? So in presence of carbon dioxide plus CO2 means what? Carbon dioxide plus water. We have to balance the equation. So we are writing 6 carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 12 molecules of water. They react in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. So towards the arrow mark we are writing that is what? Sunlight and chlorophyll in presence of. So after the production, that is they got the starch, that is C6H12O6 glucose, then 6H2O, 6 molecule of water, and then oxygen, 6 molecule of oxygen. If the arrow mark upward, that is gas. Arrow mark downward like that, that is precipitation. Clear? So what is the equation of photosynthesis? 6 molecule of carbon dioxide, 12 molecule of water H2O. In presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, they react together and produces glucose. 6 molecule of water and 6 molecule of oxygen. This oxygen is used by the plants for respiration. Clear, children? That plants help in 2 ways. It helps in the respiration as well as in photosynthesis. During respiration, carbon dioxide is released out. During photosynthesis, oxygen is released out. Clear? Then what are the things requirement for photosynthesis? We have studied already chlorophyll, that is the green pigments in the leaves, water, carbon dioxide, sunlight. Now next, transpiration. Transpiration, that is excess of water from the plant. It evaporates. That is known as what? Transpiration. So what's the process behind it? What is the part behind it? That is stomata. Stomata are the small openings which are present in the leaves. The stomata are the small opening present in the leaves. These are safeguarded by the guard cells. Let me say now. I'll go that side. Now we have to see what is stomata. Stomata is the organ which is present in the plant leaf. It helps in transpiration. So what are the types of transpiration? Let me complete the lesson. Stomata already we have seen. There are 3 types of transpiration. One is stomatal transpiration. Other one is cuticular transpiration. And the last one is lenticular transpiration. The transpiration occurs mainly by the stomatal only, that is 90 to 95%. That the cuticular, the surface of the leaves. Lenticular, there are small holes in the bark, that is lenticular. Okay. So, transpiration is necessary evil. It creates a pull in the leaf and stem. Because of the transpiration only, from the root, the water and minerals transported, whatever the height may be, they can reach. So it creates a pull in the leaf and stem. It creates an absorption force in the roots. It is necessary for continuous supply of minerals. It regulates the temperature of the plant. Our normal body temperature is maintained by the blood, the same like here, the temperature of the plant is maintained by the transpiration. These are the transpiration. Why transpiration is necessary for the plants? We have tried all the 4 points. Exchange of gases, the stomata not only help for the transpiration, even after the exchange of gases, during respiration I said oxygen is evolved and oxygen is absorbed. During photosynthesis, oxygen is evolved out. These gases are exchanged by stomata. So stomata play 2 roles. One is they help in transpiration as well as exchange of gases. This is the simplest lesson, children. Question and answers already we have given at the back. You got the guide in your hands. Learn by yourself. Thank you.